All right. Everybody knows that in America right now, violence has increased tremendously. Gang violence has increased tremendously. Homicides have increased tremendously. And when you dissect this rising violence, what you find is an increase in gang activity. Okay, now let's analyze why these young black boys and kids in general, but yeah, let's be real, mostly black boys and young Latino boys join gangs. All right, gangs are designed for people who cannot be members of the mainstream society or the mainstream nation. So what they do is they develop their own nation. That's why a lot of these gangs are actually called nations. The Gangster Disciple Nation, Black Disciple Nation. Okay? And these gangs operate as societies, they operate as nations. Just like a traditional nation, like the United States, has a constitution, gangs have constitutions. Just like a traditional nation, like the United States, has a penalty system if you commit some sort of infraction, gangs have policies for people who break the rules. You know, you get violated. And just like any other traditional nation, gangs also have an economy. You know, America has an economy that has a GDP, an annual GDP, which is the total accumulation of goods and services available in the financial markets. Gangs have an economy. They sell drugs and they commit crimes in order to bring money into the gang. So the problem is integrating these kids into the mainstream society or mainstream nation. Normally, kids who join gangs have a hard time adjusting in school. They have behavior issues. They have academic progress issues. And the reason for this is it can be different things. It can be the household. You know, maybe their parents were just like them, and they just so happen to grow up and have kids without addressing their own issues. Or, you know, maybe their parents are in gangs themselves, you know. But what we have to do is essentially a better job at integrating these kids into mainstream society, into the mainstream nation. And if we don't do that, they will join and create their own nation. Okay? And a lot of times these kids who are in gangs drop out of school. Therefore, they don't have the intelligence or the wherewithal to know basic things. A lot of these kids don't know how to build resumes. A lot of these kids don't have basic information and knowledge that they need to survive in society. Reading abilities, mathematical abilities. They don't know history. And because of their failure in the academic system, in the school system, their minds haven't been exposed to information. Therefore, when they drop out, they haven't been conditioned to seek information. And just like any traditional nation, the gang has information. You know, in America, gaining new information means learning new skills so that you can get different jobs, better jobs, so that you can market yourself to get a better job. In the gang nation, learning information is learning new crimes, learning new ways not to get caught. So, what I'm saying is, we have to encourage these kids to know the difference between the mainstream real world and the manufactured gang world. And we need to let them know deep down in their hearts that the gang nation was created as a failsafe, as a crutch for people who couldn't make it in the mainstream world. And we can't let them find solace in that world, because the longer they are in that manufactured gang nation, gang society, gang world, the more conditioned they are going to be in the ways of that world. You have to give these kids skills that are going to prepare them to become members of society. You have to teach them the importance of getting an education. You have to teach them the importance of gaining some sort of skill so that they can be marketable on the job force. You have to teach these kids the importance of learning information, you know? So, food for thought. Peace.